Zechariah is the 11th of the minor prophets, and his name means Yahweh remembers, because Yahweh, which is God, remembers the promises that he's made. And a lot of it is being revealed again in Zechariah. He has a lot of visions and prophecies. He was actually a priest and a prophet around 500 BC, around the same time as Haggai. And they were both urging the people to rebuild the temple in Jerusalem, and they did. And it has the most prophecies about Jesus, specifically about things in Jesus' life, more than any other Old Testament prophet. About riding on a donkey, about being sold for 30 pieces of silver, about being pierced for our sins, scars on his hands, arrested by his own, and about the return, second return. So I'm just going to read some specific verses. So, behold, your king is coming to you. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding on a donkey. That is chapter 9, verse 9. So they weighed out for my wages 30 pieces of silver. I will pour on the house of David and on the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and supplication, that they will look on me whom they pierced. Yes, they will mourn for him as one mourns for his only son, and grieve for him as one grieves for his firstborn. In that day there shall be great mourning in Jerusalem. In that day a fountain shall be opened for the house of David and for the inhabitants of Jerusalem, for sin and for uncleanness. And one will say to him, what are these wounds between your arms? And he will answer, that with which I was wounded in the house of my friends. And the Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day it shall be, the Lord is one, and his name one. So, great visions of what is to come 500 years later. Another great prophet showing us what is to come, and that God will keep his promises. Yahweh remembers.